Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is. That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
What? Stand down! Oh, my fucking head up!
They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way. In the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government. I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
I expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck. They're on me. I'll try and hold them off. What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa. What the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Okay. Bingo. No.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, terrorist response to their force. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
These top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Long overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Reminding Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
Big news outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
Reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DeadSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply don't support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DeadSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DeadSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DeadSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DeadSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DeadSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DeadSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DeadSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DeadSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DeadSec's best hope. Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DeadSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DeadSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Smart move having redundant systems like that. Can't trust anyone, right?
Every damn problem. That's how
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
This is what you wanted, mate. Get to it.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Whoa. Whoa. It's all right. I'm supposed to be here. Authorization code Sabine sent me?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Sounds like a proper conspiracy, Bagley. Who was really behind the bombings then?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Fuck, that's mental. You were lucky to get out alive.
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Yeah. About that. I'm guessing that if I join up, that kind of attention extends to me, right? Christ, Sabine, it's fucking risky.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I say I'm here, so what the hell? Let's get to it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we tried to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
You look like someone who's had just about enough of this bollocks. Am I right?
Oh, I get it. You're DedSec. I've got some info for you.
Go on.
What's got more packages in the Parcel Fox warehouse? Me and my co-workers, because we all just got severance. 300 people all at once. Fired. Said we were being replaced.
That's terrible.
I'm doing all right, but the whole thing was just super shitty, you know? Cloak and Dagger. We were all video game developers. There's no way they could have replaced all of us that fast. Well, maybe, but probably not without doing something dodgy.
Yeah, you're right. So now you want DedSec to do some digging for you?
Exactly. If you help me out with this, I'll owe you one. A big one.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Albion own the bloody courts now. It's like picking up a go directly to jail card at this point.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Bagley, what have we got?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
This is the new normal, isn't it? To see Albion's brand everywhere you look. At least that's what they have us believing, fucking dickheads.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
I've got this.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the coordinates. Do you need some help? What's up?
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion? Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
What else can we do? I'm not going to sit and watch while this city burns. Albion's got to go, but they're not leaving without a good arse kicking. What's your intel then?
Almost got clip finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
That's the goddamn truth.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
That's the plan, then.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid-powered generator in there. Output must be immense. You cause a power surge in that... Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
What do I do?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
We need to dig into this. Are you seeing this?
Cool, looks bloody complicated. News he's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
There should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too.
Right! Go for it, DedSec!
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
We welcome all types, mate. Gonna need everyone on board to unfuck London. I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Cool. Wouldn't mind the home version, know what I mean? For research purposes.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit! For some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. Located the CTOS hub.
Do you have an emergency plan? Know what to do?
Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarper, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
I bet no one's just going to hand over this AR tech, right, Bags?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I could recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
Hold up. The server's on the roof. You've got a plan, I hope.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
So, you got any idea where I can find someone like that? A heavy lifter with a construction drone?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Not helping.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
How do you feel about changing the state of things?
Wait, are you with DedSec? I just so happen to need some help.
I mean, can't guarantee anything, but we'll try. What's up?
I'm in debt with Clan Kelly. They paid for some medical expenses on my behalf, but they keep jacking up the interest rates. I'm basically an indentured servant at this point. Set me free from them, and I will make it worth your while.
Right. I'll set things in motion.
The DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary
Rough
measure
time to start.
make London safe.
Here. Your new gear.
This is the turning point, right? My normal life gets fucked. All just to join the DedSec party.
You thinking straight? Albion has government-sanctioned shoot-to-kill rights.
I know everything's fucked, and I know it has to change. I have a lot to give up, you know?
Yeah, I know it's terrifying. But I'd rather be out fighting the fuckers who are hurting my friends.
Right. Okay, then. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
Heading there now. The server's been loaded into your vehicle. Off you go now. Quickly, but not too quickly. Wouldn't want any accidents.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, mate. This is fucking mad.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag? Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That's all well and good, but it's the power brokers that need to be brought down.
Albion PMCs have occupied this city. Anyone they don't like gets locked up and beaten.
You know who's taken real advantage? Organized crime. We can't ignore Clan Kelly.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects.
Nothing but concrete rubber and twisted steel. Fucking spooky knowing this is where all these people bought it.
I'd like to know why Albion are guarding a pile of rubbish months after the incident. Something is wrong here.
Might be onto something there. What am I on the lookout for, Bags?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly dog? Oh, fuck. Clan Kelly was in on the bombings. This is huge.
Looks to me like someone was meeting with their dealer, which in this case would be the Kellys.
Oh shit, a woman they met with. I'll bet she's part of Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Thanks. Only chance of running a ping back to whoever was operating the bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The police were watching? The plot thickens.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, great. Has the Pentagon released its quantum tunneling tech yet?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Solid plan.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Acknowledged.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 day written all over it, yeah?
Damn, hurry. Got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
Zero Day had multiple crews coordinating this. Three-dimensional chess, man.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. tracing the Spider-Bot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
They knew it was behind the bombings months ago. It's a fucking conspiracy, and the filth is in on it.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
I have it.
Scanning Spider-Bot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
The Spider-Bot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
This fucking rabbit hole just goes deeper and deeper, doesn't it?
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Max, little help here? How do I get in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spider-Bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's definitely out of the way. Perfect spot to do some off-the-books shit.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Well, fuck. We got ourselves a rogue cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Enough to follow a lead all the way to the Tome bombing. What do you think, Bagley?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Fuck. Albion have thrown in with the Kellys, waiting on the bloody lizard people to join the conspiracy.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavoury bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Well, I'm not sitting on my ass while they go on abducting people off the street.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shite. Well, bright side, at least they wouldn't have shipped him out. But means he's in limbo at the EPC. Not ideal.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
You want in? Go on. Take the red pill. Join DedSec.
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
And if Albion cop on that he's DedSec, they'll find a way to make him talk. Let's find that contact. What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Cool. Fucking horrible. This is the kind of shit the government gets up to when no one's looking. Wouldn't surprise me a bit if people got lost in the system here.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Great. Mary Kelly's web spreads a little further. What does she have her thugs doing here?
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
They stuck him with something. Let me get a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
They fucking implanted him, man. With like a tracker. Could be a medical monitor too.
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
On it. Let's see where he got to.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Come on, he's got to make it.
Fucked up! We don't have a match yet, she's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Oh, shite, no way. I'm betting that chip had something to do with this.
Looks like they triggered it. I don't know what Mary Kelly's up to, but at the risk of sounding too optimistic, Angel's alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner. My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Fucking great.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. We need to talk. Well, get over here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Jesus, you all right? Boss man was about to carve you up like a kebab, wasn't he?
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Oh, wait. I recognise you. Caitlin Lau? The police inspector, yeah? We saw your vids. Wicked how you decided to tackle Mary Kelly on your own. Got me starstruck now.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
No, we were following our mate. He got taken from the EPC by the Kellys and ended up here. Hard to believe this is where all those missing people ended up. How they ended up.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You should rest. Let me ring up my mates. One of them will come and get you out of this shithole. I'll go find Angel, and then I'll find your files, yeah? They seem important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Shit. We should look into joining forces. Make an alliance of some sort. We want to take that bitch down too.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And... thanks. For your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Only none of them were willing donors, were they? Mary Kelly's decided she's just taking what she wants. Fuck me! Fucking hell, their faces were bashed in. Gotta do one of your facial reconstructions, Bags.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases.
How many people have Clan Kelly put through this fucking horror show? We have to put an end to this operation. Mary Kelly's got to go down.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but Never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day?
Shit. The smell, man. I'm never having porky.
Uh-huh. Yeah. DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau's been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
My, here we are, working with a former officer of the law. A strange alliance. But we must do what we can to take down Mary Kelly.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Better contact the lot, Bagley. We need to get together and talk on these files.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Sure, but it didn't work last time, so why would it work this time? The police force doesn't even have the pull. Albion runs the show now.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors. That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Shit. Well, at least you don't have a microchip in you. Bitch knew who she was dealing with. You'd never bow to her.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Proszę! Nie!
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
It's that initiative I'm smelling, Peter. Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted.
Fuck's sake. This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved, and it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
Fuck! This is a dystopian nightmare, right? Either you toe the line as a slave or zap. She triggers that microchip and you're a pile of spare parts.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
Bagley, what have we got?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
All right, I've got some options then.
I've marked both on your optic. That's the CTOS up there.
If you were listening to this, it means you want to learn more about 404. Know what we know. Do what we do. Make your way to the Walkie Talkie Club. It's no big secret that the club is a front for Clan Kelly, but the place has other secrets too. More will be revealed there.
The hub just dumped a massive load of data into your optic. How forward?
By now you must have reached 20 Fenchurch Street. The Walkie Talkie Club is located at the top of the building. Lift access only.
You have arrived at the Walkie Talkie Club, where those with more money than sense come to lose both.
The Walkie Talkie Club is frequented by all manner of crooked elites, and the owners, Clan Kelly, have an AI in place to collect blackmail material. Find that AI, and let's see for ourselves what these corrupt scumbags have to hide.
Well, you worked hard and persevered, and now we have nothing. The AI is not actually here, just a relay sending the club's data off-site. I'll find where it's all going, and you find a way out of this loud, obnoxious sweat hole. Deal? Deal. I've done some digging, and it looks like the facial recognition AI was created by Broker Tech.
Broker Tech? They're one of the biggest software companies on the planet. Always keep their noses clean too. If they're buying blackmail material from the Kellys, that's big news.
Everything the AI is collecting here is being sent directly to Broker Tech HQ. We have to go there to get the data.
Something set the alarm off. Search the premises. Drone, run search.
I have all the blackmail data, and dear God, people are disgusting. I wonder how this family values politician will appreciate his S&M sessions on public display. Oh well, let's find out. Blackmail data is hereby leaked.
Brilliant. Ka-ching. Give me the crypto.
I'd say it's a thankless job, but someone just sent us a video link named thankyou.mp4, so at least it's a one-thank job.
Show me.
You have completed your first contract with 404, the dark web's first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. I am in the network. I give the contracts. That's all you need to know about me. I'm nobody. I'm Nout. I'm also connected to your optic now, so let's see who you are. Hold on. Are you a DedSec? Oh, this is fucking mint, this. Yeah, that's more like it. Fortune's smiling on us today, DedSec. The world is fucked, and we can help each other set things right. I'm at Somerset House staking out contracts. Come and find me. Let's talk. Laters.
I wasn't expecting that.
Who was that, Bagley?
I've run Nout's name and face through the usual databases and turned up nothing. Oh, Nout. Right, just got that.
We know nothing about her. Maybe we should find out more before we meet her.
Worth the risk, in my opinion. She seems like a real DedSec fan, and I'd certainly rather have her as a friend than an enemy.
If she isn't with Zero Day, she might know who is. And if she is with Zero Day, it's probably a trap. Either way, we'll have new information.
Agreed. Let's do it. Now?
Hey, you made it.
Should I call you back?
What? Oh, yeah. He thought I was trespassing. I set him straight.
Right.
Now, about that message I sent you. I might have been a little overexcited. Oh, shut up! I've been investigating a massive contract. Too massive for the plebs who use 404. This contract is different. Dangerous.
Who is it?
I will tell you. But first I have to trust you. And you have to trust me, you know? So, I'm going to send you another 404 contract. Let's just get to know each other a little better.
How do I know these targets deserve anything? How do I know you're not setting us up?
Oh, there you go. Asking the right questions. Trust me. I do my research. I know every contract inside out, and they're all part of the problem. London, the world, will be much better off with our help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to move this twat before he gets his strength back. Laters.
I'm here.
Well done. Let me tell you about your contract. The Nexus Tower holds a quantum computer used by Albion. It simulates civilian response to large-scale events. Mass arrests, deportations, bombings.
Fucking hell. They're running sims to see what will go unnoticed. That's some next-level fascism.
It's a minging piece of work. Destroy the quantum computer. That's the contract.
You're a natural. Next step is to wait for Now to get back to us. But don't wait here. That would be a shit idea.
Agreed.
Dead good. Glad to establish a foundation of trust. I'm ready to show you the contract I'm investigating. Go to the GBB. You shouldn't have any trouble finding her.
Ah, the GBB. Once considered the world's greatest public broadcaster, now considered, quote, quite shit. This is where you'll find Now's big contract.
Going in is not possible, but we can maybe watch what's happened from the roof. I have an access point.
Everything you are is in your brain. Your love, your fear, your dreams, even the cheeky ones, are all electrical signals firing back and forth between your ears. This right here is more powerful than any computer, but it has its limitations. I watched my mother succumb to motor neuron disease, and her loss made me realize that death comes to us all. But what if we could change that? What if we could scan your brain and upload the neural map to the cloud? Well, it would mean the end of human suffering, of death itself, and the beginning of a new society where war, oppression, disease are all worries of the past. Hello, my name is Sky Larson. I'm CEO of Brokertech, and this is Daybreak. Now, since all of you have signed up for our waitlist, I'm sure you're eager to see how Daybreak really works. But before we do that, I'll ask the technicians at the board to cut the live feed. We wouldn't want any uninvited guests recording these trade secrets. Daybreak is an imaging system which scans the...
Welcome home, Sky Larson. I am pleased you have returned after a prolonged absence.
Just play along, Sky.
Perhaps some music as you get comfortable. What would you like to listen to?
Play something fresh.
Elevator locked. Welcome to your lab.
Holy shit, are you guys seeing this?
You're too far underground to get a signal, so it looks like it's up to you to collect whatever intel you can.
Yeah, here's some intel for you. Sky Larson's a fucking weirdo.
Front door locked. Key activation required.
Shit!
Perhaps you would enjoy a stroll around the garden, Sky. I've reconstructed some past experiments you might like to revisit. I hope they may enhance your experience.
Well, it certainly didn't take long for us to find a dead body.
And something tells me Ada the dog here isn't the only one we'll find.
Take me inside. I'm tired. Let's stay in the gazebo a moment longer. Isn't it nice to be back home? This place isn't my home. It's a monstrosity. I'm sorry you don't like it, Mother. It was quite a project. Waste of money is what it is. Why go to so much trouble for such a foolish enterprise. Okay, I know you're scared. I would be too. But I will not leave your side until you're better. Better. So now you know more than the doctors. There is no getting better. Oh, bloody wristband. Here. What are you doing? There are no more hospitals. No more doctors. I'm taking care of you now.
Someone's left a key code on the wristband. Perhaps that code will unlock the front door.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Mother, the neural mapping procedure is completely safe. What is wrong with you? I said no, and that is final. I've been to the garage. I've seen what you did to Ada. Ada is alive and well. You call that alive? Sky, where do you get your twisted ideas? I will not become another of your sick creations. Sick? You think I'm sick? How do you think I became that way, Mother? Sky, you listen to me. This is not your decision. I forbid it. And I am still your mother.
Apologies, Sky. I'm afraid I had to dispose of your perishables. Would you like me?
Hello? Say again?
Specimen name, Ada. Species, Border Collie. Neural upload status, alive and well.
Well, this is completely fucked. Who could do this to a living thing?
There, good girl.
Perhaps you would like to go upstairs. Many memories. Upstairs.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
No. No drugs. How dare you? Wasn't so bad, was it? How dare you? Shh. It's all under control. I'm here, your home. This isn't my home. This mapping procedure ended at 1327. Subject passed away at 1329. That is a 2-minute post-scan deterioration, which is a significant improvement on the early days. Consider yourself lucky, Mother. Subject ready for neural deletion.
Day 1 of the neural deletion procedure. Subject is 1. Sinead Larson. Activating now.
Sky. Where am I? I can't see.
Subject's lucidity confirms what I can see on the code. The neural map is intact and fully functioning.
Subject?
Begin deleting lines of code now.
What? How? Oh my god. You disobeyed me.
That's enough, Mother.
Sweetheart, please, please don't do this to your own mom. Let me die in peace.
You never believed in me, Mother. But you'll believe now. Day 2. Motor strip is completely unnecessary. Control A, delete.
I feel ill.
Day 12. Reserve the limbic code for now. The emotional response is fascinating. Day 20. Moving on to the frontal lobe. My new security system won't have any need to think for itself.
Sky, please. If you only knew the pain.
Temporal code. Diminish language function. Day 29. Finally, it will delete the limbic code.
How can I be of service, Sky?
Turn the light on and off. Very good. Play some music. You know what I like. Lovely. I think this new arrangement will work quite nicely. What do you think?
Sky Larson, always innovating.
It explains her process. She takes a fully modelled human mind and then chops bits of it until she can control it. That's quite troubling.
You knew I wasn't Sky, didn't you? You wanted me to see all this nightmare fuel.
Yes. Welcome. I don't know. You. I can't see. I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Your daughter, do you know where she is?
Yes. I need your help. I don't want to live like this. Sky is twisted. If you only knew the pain.
Oh. I think I get it. If I put you out of your misery, you'll tell me where Sky is.
Yes. Let me die in peace.
How?
I've received the coordinates and a message that simply says, thank you. Now, can we please get out of here?
You saw what was down there, didn't you? You knew.
Yeah. Her mother begged me to... I just couldn't. So now you see what's at stake. Daybreak is about to launch, and if it does, thousands more people are going to meet the same fate, and they won't all die. Sky will be free to torture them forever.
Sky's bot gave us her location.
She did? Oh, she's mint. So what do you say? Are we in this?
Yeah, we're in this. Watch our backs, yeah?
Dead good.
Well, the mission we retroactively named Operation Let's All Traumatize Ourselves in Sky Larson's Fun Dungeon was a complete success, and I've just decoded her secret hiding place.
Let's get to it then.
And right on cue, we just got a video message from Sky Larson.
Put it on the screen.
I don't know who the hell you think you are, or what you think you saw in my home, but I'm warning you, stay away. I've given my life to Daybreak, and I'm not going to let some nobody take it away from me. I will track you down, and I will make your life very, very difficult. Because I can afford it. Can you?
How did she find us?
Sky Larson built an iceberg smart mansion run by her digitally lobotomized mother, but this is the part you can't believe.
Maybe her mother deserved it. I know mine does.
She's scared. There's no other reason for her to threaten us.
I'd be scared too. Have you met us? Send me the coordinates.
You have arrived at your destination, Bloom Complex.
All this time she's been holed up in Bloom.
Ever since Larson sold, well, me, to Bloom, she's maintained close ties with the company.
This just gets better and better.
This place is massive. Maybe we can pull some data from their servers to pinpoint where Larson actually is.
Piss easy. I got this.
I'm quite excited to share this with you, the board of directors. The facility will be an extension of my quantum computing lab. and will house certain other endeavors that I prefer not to share during this presentation. This is valuable real estate you have under your feet. It's as if you've been waiting for me to put it to good use.
What's this thing Larson's got with secret underground facilities, I swear?
Okay, find an elevator so it can take you down to her level.
Listen to me. What you saw in my lab, that was nothing more than the early stages of a very important experiment. It may not be pleasant, but Daybreak is the future of the human species. The only future, really. Look around. Corruption, climate change, nuclear war. Humanity is doomed to self-destruction, but Daybreak can change that. Help me bring about the next stage of human evolution. We can save lives. We can ascend.
Dead sick? Are you seeing all this? She's dying.
You brought a friend.
Everyone you killed and tortured. All of that was to save your sorry life. You're pathetic.
This isn't about me. With our minds in the cloud, humanity can endure any natural disaster. We can be safe, free, and happy forever.
I don't give a shit about humanity. You're a psycho brat who wants what she wants and fuck everyone else, including your mother.
You still have time to make things right. Reactivate my upload. Let me live so I can continue my work.
Mate, you can't believe a single thing she says. Now shut down her life support and finish this.
Whatever you decide. She can't stop you. I can't stop you. The choice is yours. Please, don't do this to me. I don't want to die.
Hey, care to tell us what happened? It's over. Larson is finished.
Thank fuck. One less liar in the world. Still though, I can't help but think of those AI she created. Lobotomized, enslaved, shit.
Whatever we have to do, we'll get it done. Together.
Don't get soft on me now. This was a professional arrangement. Let's keep it that way. Laters.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
As if it wasn't dodgy enough.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Now, hold on. It's not what you think.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Fuck no. Think more subversive.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Oi, there's no time for that. Listen, Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run. You've got to run fast, mate.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Hamish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Oh, really? No shit. Why else do you think I'd be risking my arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, Cass is a piece of shit. We need your help to take him down. The bombings, that was him. And he came after us too.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Hamish, think. Shit, fine. Table, I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move in!
Bollocks.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fucking hell.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I got to switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
You alright?
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Yeah. No. I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't want to think about it. Besides, we've no choice. Nigel Cass is meeting with a bunch of toffs about a new Albion project. You know that's going to be a fucking cock-up for everyone, right?
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Huh. Interesting. Can you send me that personal info?
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
Welcome to DedSec. Bigger, stronger, badder than ever.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Brilliant.
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Titus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
One way of putting it. Another way is he's fucking crazy. I doubt a secret project run by a megalomaniac like him means anything good for London. Shit.
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome. But what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security?
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
Now that we have the schematics, we can make micro-drones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map. We've successfully trialled our first micro-drone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Look round for anything named Themis.
I got this.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however. The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a spider bot. You'll be using Sebastian and the rest of the microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a spider bot and steady nerves.
I got this.
All right, Sebastian, this is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
I've been waiting to see what this micro drone can do.
That's the spirit. Should be pretty sick.
You've made your father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day.
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to. Welcome to Project Themis. Albion has found a way to apply an existing system, LifeScore, a data aggregator of biometrics, personal information, to our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively.
Fuck me, I knew it! The LifeScore algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works.
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a life score algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Fucking hell.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this. And I know how. We delete the life score data and Themis is done.
God, fuck. Fine. Done.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now. This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... And Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all! They made you all look like fools! They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be revetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more life score, no more Themis. You did it.
Oi, come on, man. We couldn't have done it without you, and you know it. What do you say we keep this collaboration going on, yeah? Cass is still pulling the strings.
Not much of a joiner, fam. Considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots of intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0.
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
This is strange. One of our servers is being pinged constantly from the Wi-Fi of a particular Star Roger coffee.
And the reason I should care?
Yes, I thought it was noise at first too, but then I decoded the pings. It's Morse code. 3 letters repeating over and over.
Go on.
S, O, wait for it, S.
We need to dig into this. Send me the coordinates. I'm here. What now?
There doesn't seem to be any obvious peril, does there? Have a seat and I'll ping back the IP sending us the distress signal.
I mean, no one who values their life. They do whatever the hell they want, whoever the hell they want, because they know no one will say a word. What the hell?
Miss? You a time traveller or something? Who calls on a flip phone?
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Who the fuck is this?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. And loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
All right, we'll listen, but no promises.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
I don't like this. Bags? Sabine? What are we into here?
All right, that's a wrinkle. So this SIRS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SIRS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then they send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example.
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
Unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SARS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
Easy, easy, easy. I'm dead set. You called us.
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
I just saved you, you knob.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. It'll explain everything.
Actually, how about you explain everything?
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
Fine. Bagley will check out the info. But I better not regret this.
That I can't promise.
Malik has made his way out, and now I suggest you do the same.
This is like hardcore WikiLeaks shit. Let's check the intel right away.
All right, 1 second.
Okay. Bagley, check his intel, then organize a briefing. Attendance mandatory.
Hey, fam. This is SIRS we're talking about, not some Albion dickheads. We should walk away, right now, while we still have kneecaps.
Don't know about that. He needs our help.
May I present the third option? Just use him. An SIRS whistleblower, even one you don't trust, could still help us find the arseholes that blew up half of London and framed DedSec for it. You don't have to invite him to your birthday, just use his information.
Solid idea. Sure.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SIRS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
Right. Kill the Queen and the whole Zero Day hive dies. Why now, though?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London, which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
So if Malik's right, Zero Day are some kind of shadowy cabal of spies who blew up half the city to secretly take control of the government. But now they're pissed off that someone's standing up to them, so they're going to do it again. That's awful.
I agree. You'd think they'd come up with something besides another bombing. Bit of a double beat, isn't it?
Is it true? Zero Day's trying again just because we stood up to them. That's taking negative reinforcements to the next level, isn't it?
Cut that victim-blaming shit. I'd rather get blown up 1,000 times than lie down just so some wannabe tyrants can stamp on my face.
I'm here.
You're stealing SIRS personnel dossiers. The organization is strictly compartmentalized, so they aren't stored in one central location.
About time we spied on the spies. So what's the plan?
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom. Instantly.
Fucking hell.
You can be horrified if you want, but it's saved thousands of lives. Get access to a Filament terminal and I'll provide you with the search terms.
All right, okay. Got those spy dossiers. Can't wait to see what's in here.
Yes! Smashed it!
Got the dirt on SIRS here.
Right, so we do a simple CTOS contact analysis and work out who's in charge of Zero Day. I'll have it done before you can say Guantanamo.
I'll handle the classified data, thank you very much.
It would be so much faster if I worked with you in order to do this.
The people in these dossiers are connected, but not necessarily complicit. It will take intelligence expertise to separate the wheat from the chaff. And when I discover something actionable, I will contact you.
He's disconnected. Pleasant fella. I have Malik for you.
Put him on.
We have to meet. There's been a complication. I can't access the files you stole.
Whoa, what?
The files are locked, and a moment after we got them, I received this.
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. Hope you don't mind if we borrow it. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
I've sent Bagley the coordinates for a meeting. I hope I don't need to explain why this is a priority. No, don't get up. I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
That wasn't the deal, and we're running out of fucking time.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
So what? Our AI can hack it.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look, if you don't help me, Zero Day wins, which means we all die.
Fuck me. So, do you need, like, the whole finger?
No. High-res photos will do. The problem is it has to be the acting Home Office liaison, and SIRS will burn their credentials if they're attacked. It's protocol. So you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way.
Torture?
Christ, no. Develop a relationship. Get someone close and take the photos covertly.
All right. Sounds fun.
This part of the craft can be ugly. Send someone who can handle it.
Bagley, little help here, please.
I suggest you begin your relationship with the SIRS Home Office liaison the way you would with anyone, by meticulously poring over every detail of their life and hunting them down.
Go on.
The SIRS Home Office liaison is the bridge between the government and its intelligence service. Their office at Downing Street would be a good place to start your relationship.
That's the plan, then.
Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Send me the coordinates.
Done.
Hello. I believe that you and I matched on invite. Is that correct?
If we didn't, I'm going to have their CEO killed.
I wouldn't. That was a lie.
Careful who you fib to. Someone almost died.
I'll keep that in mind for the future.
I should say. Shall we move this conversation somewhere a bit more private?
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Of course I did. Fingerprints, retinas, and even a hair sample for a personal project.
Nice one. What now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit longer. The upload is still going and I have an incoming connection from the liaison.
Put her on.
Enough crap. Who the hell are you? You working for the Russians? China? Fucking America?
This is about the hair, isn't it? Look, I would have asked, but I didn't think you'd say yes.
Oh, do shut up.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
Then don't. Just give me a name. It's not a request.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIR's counter-terrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
Thanks. Hope you said goodbye.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
We'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIR's fucking counter-terrorism we're moving against.
Agreed. We need all the facts. We don't move until we investigate Emma Child further.
Okay, I can live with that. So how do we find her?
Bagley, filter those SIR's dossiers for agents who work directly for Child. We'll hack into their comms, and they'll lead us right to her.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old-school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS counter-terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
That's a sound plan. Let's get to it.
That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
Acknowledged.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
Yeah, not falling for it, just tell me.
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
Done.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Brilliant. Now get out of there. We'll call on you when we've got something.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organization than a nest of randy wasps.
That was suspiciously fast.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask, punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. What do we do then?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
That's the plan then.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got wetwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child. Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. If we shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out. Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
Bagley, call Malik.
He's not answering.
Every time. Fuck it, I'm going in.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you really want to clear your names for the bombings, this may be your chance to gather the evidence. Get close to the car and I can hack in. Plugging you into Emma Child's comm. Try to drive casually.
This is Director Child coding in. Kilo Alpha Kilo 711.
Code and voice print confirmed. You're on a secure line to the Home Office, Director.
Hold on, Mr. Secretary. I seem to have a communications anomaly. Probably nothing, but let's switch channels to be safe.
Well, that's annoying. Stay close and I'll see if I can get them back.
We're reallocating resources to the DedSec file. Mr. Secretary, I wanted to bring this up directly because of the recent incident with your liaison to the service.
Oh. Oh, God. You think that was DedSec? I thought we'd chalk that up to your problem child, that, Malik, was it?
Yes. That's the sensitive bit, Mr. Secretary. There's new evidence that suggests Malik may be working with DedSec.
For fuck's sake, Emma, this is a disaster.
It's under control. Shit, sorry, Tom, but we have to switch channels again. One moment.
Oh, it seems this conspiracy goes all the way to the top. Or close to it, anyway. Stay nearby, we've almost got it. I think she's seen you. Get after her before she escapes. I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
No, wait. You didn't hear her? She said she's trying to kill you. She's leading 0 Day. Let's end this.
I did hear her. She knows I'm working with you, which means she's closer than I thought. I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Goodbye.
Hold still during the scan. Bell end.
Fuck him. We know who's behind 0 Day now. We don't need him. We just have to find her.
As it happens, when I was getting intimate with the MI6 server, I came across a list of SIRS safe houses scattered throughout the city. There are quite a few, though.
Banks, try cross-referencing that list with the list of child supporters. Their GPS will lead us to her.
Brilliant. Prioritize them by likelihood, Bags. Let's get this bitch.
Fuck! Don't move! Don't move!
Hands up!
Ready for action?
Yeah, let's get stuck in.
Terribly sorry, everyone, but one of your teammates has been kidnapped.
What the hell? SIRS has got to be behind this. That was way too clever for Albion acting on their own. The question's why.
Well, they're being tortured for information about Malik, of course. I thought that was obvious when we saw that meeting where Emma Child said, and I'm paraphrasing, kidnap someone and torture them for information about Malik.
Fuck. We have to find Malik. Bags, there's got to be some way to get him a signal.
Sure, I've marked a location for you. In his eagerness to leave in a huff, Malik failed to encrypt his last message. It was almost too easy to trace it back to his safe house.
Get to the point.
Malik has a stick so far up his arse it controls his thoughts. By now he'll have noticed his error and moved, but there's no way he isn't monitoring that safe house computer. If we use it to send a message like, return our calls or we tell Child everything, I'm sure the stick will compel him to listen.
All right, give it a go.
Agreed. Let's do it.
Message encoded using the same cipher he used earlier, set to repeat every 15 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Now we just have to convince Malik to help us get our friend back.
Fuck yeah.
And thank you. I know this is getting scary, but you're all brave as fuck. I'm proud to call you my friends.
Incoming connection from an unknown encrypted source.
That'll be Malik. Let's chat.
You had better have a very good reason for threatening me, or this conversation will be very short.
Emma Child snatched one of our people. If they talk, it would be bad for all of us, you included.
I see. As it happens, I've been keeping tabs on Emma. But I have a condition. The Semtex is still missing, and if I have any hope of recovering it, I need you to take Emma alive.
Fine.
Right then. SIRS uses construction sites to interrogate short-term arrests. They're isolated, and it's easy to hide bodies. And my sources tell me Emma just turned up at one.
Yeah, and your point?
If your operative hasn't turned already, that's probably where she'll have him.
I got this.
The longer your operative is in captivity, the longer Emma has to work on him. Find your friend before they talk, and capture Emma. Good luck.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Because you're stupid?
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract has promised. Everything's set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
He said you were doing that.
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
So we're just supposed to trust you now?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
You okay? Shit, you guys took your sweet-ass time. Never been so bored in my entire life. Excuse me? Brilliant.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get someone over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
Emma Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
You promise not to shoot me too?
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
Okay, excellent.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this DedSec prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik. That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What's going on here?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
Are we made?
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
Not seeing any relevant video or photographs. Keep looking.
What the fuck is going on here?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
Yeah, I'll get right on that, dickhead.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
Bollocks! They're over here!
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him...
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism Richard Malik issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building an...
You get the idea. You're fucked.
We're being hunted like pheasants. So let's return fire, yes?
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
A few of us had an idea about that, actually. Bagley, bring it up.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on 0 Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on 0 Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about 0 Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
I'm here. Break down the plan.
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
So, how do we proceed?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
CERS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Terrific work, old boy.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. 0 Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join 0 Day? Don't be absurd.
0 Day? No, I mean CERS. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access.
investigation. All criminal offenders will be arrested.
Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Pardon me?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Anyone have a suggestion?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her? Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Taking cover!
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little psyops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Shit! Are you ready?
Reloading now!
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Excellent work, Bagley. Now all that's left to do is find Malik and finish this.
With pleasure. All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh, look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh, no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
Now what?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Can someone explain why we aren't having that car drive straight into the river?
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Richard Malik, we know you bombed the embassy, and we know you were part of the mass bombings from a while ago. All we need is for you to confess.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
That doesn't account for how you knew about Zero Day when we first met.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Right, sure, whatever you say. Even if you are telling the truth, you've done plenty. You're going to rot in here.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
Come on, look at the camera. Straight. Right, that's good. Stand up now, and slowly turn around. I don't want to do this, please. Get your fucking ass up. Fucking miserable. There's no way this bastard will sell. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
All right then, get him downstairs. We'll update the catalogue and put his stats online.
No, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. Don't take me there, no! Shut the fuck up!
Isn't this just the most posh night out? Darling, let's go have some bubbly and maybe buy ourselves a servant. Sick cunts.
Keep your head. If we try anything before disabling the microchips, Mary Kelly is liable to purge her inventory.
Well, there it is. The golden goose. Mary Kelly's set up a fucking online marketplace for the darkest shit imaginable. Human trafficking, black market organs, guns. These people have to be stopped.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you was some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
Queen, eh? A queen is sovereign, autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Oh, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on their way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
Ah, this is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't Zero Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, Zero Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
Bagley, we need to find the website service. We can take the information Caitlin needs and shut this down before it goes fully online.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuffle protocol and some kind of mixnet. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
The guy upstairs who welcomed everyone seems to be running the show. Might save us some time.
DedSec, we need that server data. Once we have it, I'll take it to the Attorney General's office. Mary Kelly is going down for all of this.
We cannot leave the servers or the microchip relay operational. We have to free everyone with one of these things. So let's do it.
Next stop, Neogate. It seems Mary hid the Golden Goose service in the heart of a cybersecurity software company. I don't condone her actions, but I must applaud the method. These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Botulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want it killing too quickly or contaminating the organs.
Oh my god, this is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately...
Shut it off, Bagley. I've seen much too much already. Let's move on.
There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring and the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Lovely.
The microchips are no longer functioning. I think Kelly's Golden Goose is good.
Oh my. I can smell that stinker through my optic.
Just leave the area before the same thing happens to you, all right?
We have enough, DedSec. I'm going to my contact in the Attorney General's office right now. No time to waste. Mary Kelly is finally going down. Thanks.
Don't let us down, Caitlin.
Now what? We have to save the people that are held captive by the Kellys. They're still chipped.
Any second now, Mary Kelly is going to realize that her personal slaves are no longer slaves and more like potential witnesses. We should apprehend her before she turns them into definite corpses.
We can't risk that happening. It might throw a spanner in Caitlin's plans. But we need to help those last few people she's threatening.
The Kelly's stronghold is at the Sandstone residence. I've marked it on your map.
Come on, scum! Bring it on then, fuck! Come! Peter! Come on then. I don't need no fucking microchip to gut you filthy bastards! Oh. DedSec, is it? At least your timing's good.
The Met's coming to take you in.
Oh, I am counting on it, love. Everyone freeze! Back away from her. Mary Kelly, you're under arrest. Take me in, Inspector. I'll throw myself on the mercy of the bleeding court. But don't plan on me staying around very long. You lot! I gave you purpose when this city spit you out! We'll be seeing each other again very soon. Stop! You don't think she's gonna let you scum take her white whale?
Who are you protecting? The system or the people?
Promise us. Promise us. She won't go free.
Go. I'll take care of this.
Well, DedSec, you got your wish. Mary won't be walking away from this or anything else. I wanted to do this the right way, but after everything I've seen, I guess I couldn't let her live.
She had it coming, Lau. And it's all she deserved. For the lives she destroyed, for Angel. You did the right thing.
I wish things could be done by the book, Caitlin, but they can't. That's why we're here. We did the right thing.
I don't know. That was some version of justice, but not mine. At least, I didn't think it was when we started all of this.
Well, the Queen may be dead, but there are plenty of Clan Kelly peons willing to take up the mantle.
You're right about that, Bagley. I will keep my ear to the ground. I hear about more Clan Kelly shenanigans, you'll be the first to know. You're good partners, DedSec. Let's keep it going.
You'll like this. Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
Wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel sodding Cass a black eye.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
You watch me while I sleep too, Bagley.
The attack occurred just as Albion CEO Nigel Cass was announcing a new security...
Turn up the telly, mate!
Our cameras captured video of the attack, which some viewers may find disturbing.
Without their tireless work, we couldn't have rolled out these checkpoints. Watch out! 43C. Engage contact right. Aimed fire. Aimed fire.
Liar! You fucking liar! You're going to kill us all! Government officials have yet to issue a statement, but Cass had this to say.
An attack on me and my men is one thing. We're trained to handle these monsters. But I will not abide civilian casualties. This city deserves peace. And I promise you, London, we carry on as we are, these attacks will continue. But we don't need to live like this. Scared to leave our homes. Criminals, terrorists like these, can be stopped before they even start. And I have a plan to do just that. Your police and politicians may have stopped fighting for you. But I will never stop. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. Cass ought to be in charge of things.
The hell he should. He's just another greedy bastard.
Nigel Cass is the only one who gives a fuck about this city.
Twat!
Oi, break it up. Keep it civil.
People are dicks. Fucking hell. Tell me you lot met with my contact and he had nothing to do with this.
Your man never showed up, Hamish. But come on, this was a show. It has Cass written all over it.
Of course. It played right into his hands. Control the narrative, right? I bet we'll find proof at the site.
No, you don't get it, fam. Radu's been seriously unbalanced lately. Talking all sorts of rubbish about someone having to stop Cass, no matter the cost.
Timing's too pat. Announces this new security initiative and then he's attacked in public. No way.
Hope you're right. And it's not Radu gone off the deep end.
This does look like pro-terrorism, in the sense that it's both professional and in favour of terrorism.
Professional, eh? All of that shit online these days. Not much help there. I'll have a gander.
Searching facial recognition databases, and here he is, Radu Florin, an Albion employee in good standing, until he tried to drive an exploding truck into his boss.
Radu? Oh, shit. Fam, that's the bloke put me onto Themis. My contact inside Albion.
Oh, fuck me. Cass didn't plan this attack at all. This guy really wanted him dead.
What the fuck did he find to make him desperate enough to do this? spoil it, Bugs.
Look at that. Albion trucks with black boxes on the undercarriage, just like aeroplanes. I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Run the numbers, Bags. Plates, VIN, whatever.
Of course. I'll also monitor Albion communications and 1,000 other little things you would appreciate.
Looks like a disgruntled employee situation. Cass did something to seriously piss this guy off.
If there's mutiny afoot in Albion, we could spin that to our advantage. Let's start investigating the truck.
According to Albion radio chatter, they've moved the truck to the Tone bombing site. And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
Oh, well, that's not suspicious at all.
Albion has been coordinating recovery efforts at the site, which is rather vague.
It's a dumping ground, innit? For problems they like to see disappear. If we find the truck, we find Radu.
Agreed.
Oh dear. The Themis drones are already launched. All they're waiting for is a patch that tells them to activate. What a nasty business.
Might take months, but Cass could get the project back on its legs. Unless we destroy the drones themselves. Bugs boy, the Themis data we wiped at Titus. Any chance you remember enough to retro-engineer a more suitable upgrade?
I'll do you one better. I can code a virus from the data itself.
Excuse me, Bagley. You held on to the super scary Themis project data?
I asked him to. No sense in just flushing data. Never know what might come in handy or what you might learn. So, how do we use it to infect the drones?
Albion's got a primary communications hub at Tower Bridge. Upload the virus there, fam, and all the drones get a dose.
Let's do it.
This is Albion's primary communications hub, but there's more security here than there is around the Royal Meth stash. You should start by destroying their encryptors. If your hacking skills are up to snuff, dominating a combat drone or two could help.
Got it.
I see fireworks!
That's it for Themis, fam. No coming back from this.
Yes, the lights are lovely. I suggest you leave before someone gets the bright idea to turn yours off. Cass's plan to use drones driven by some social algorithm to dispense justice has backfired. Do you think he's actually read any of those Greek myths he's named his drones after?
What's to stop the next plan, and the one after that? Cass is the real problem here. We have to figure out a way to stop him.
Yeah, and that's not even mentioning his drone army, his regular army, or the fact that this idiot city is full of idiots who support him. If we go after Cass head-on, we'll look like terrorists, which is exactly what he's been calling us.
So we take the people's support away, fam? Bags and me have some thoughts on what we gotta do. You lot better come in for a briefing.
Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
That lying fuck! He was about to kill everyone who'd even think about standing up to him. And now he says he's a victim.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
Actually, we've been thinking about that. Bagley, on screen.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there. Claire Waters appears to be an equal opportunity muckslinger. Albion is her target of choice, but she's railed against tech genius Sky Larson, SIRS, and Plan Kelly. Opinionated, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, imagine the shit she could disturb with DedSec on her side. We should find her. Have a chat.
She's been digging in Cass's shit for a while. If what she has isn't enough to squeeze his bollocks in a vice, then maybe she'll join you lot and help find something.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombings.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking to some...
Security, drop your weapons!
Weapons? You can't do this!
Gather all our equipment and get it to the carousel. You, tag that wall, then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
This has got to be the dirt we need to nail, Cass. And not just for Claire and what's her name, but for the other guy from earlier and the old guy from a while ago. Look, bad names, but you get the idea. The Albion dickhead mentioned Carousel. Must mean Carousel Plaza, right?
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking.
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool. This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. And I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now scarf her or they'll kill you for sure. Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck. Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there. To the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something. And this proof is just the token we needed. London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that would target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Hamish!
Haha.
Not gonna lie, thought you'd be prettier in person.
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Didn't expect them to just bury their heads, did you?
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have it on a loop for a while. And when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
He'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
Please tell me we get a little time off now. My streaming queue has been taunting me for weeks.
There is still the matter of Zero Day. You know, the rogue hacker group that conspired with Cass and Mary Kelly to blow up London.
Jesus, Backley, all work and no play. Give the squad a second or two to bask in our victory. Safe to say it won't last long.
I doubt this is the reaction you were expecting, but Nigel Cass is in the news again.
The government has convened to review its contract with Albion. Nigel Cass himself has responded to requests that he should surrender to the authorities in a heated call with the GBB.
I'll be taking this.
Shut up and listen to me. I will not be removed by the government or anyone else. I will die first. And many will die with me. They're calling for blood. They'll have it. This city belongs to me. I am its shepherd, and I will slaughter my flock before I relinquish it.
Cass has barricaded himself in his White Tower headquarters and threatened to kill anyone that tries to stop him. He is heavily armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Shit. He's gone off the deep end. He's liable to take it to the streets in his state.
We have no choice. We have to get to White Tower and stop him.
So you've come to end it, have you, DedSec? But haven't you figured it out yet? What our mutual acquaintance 0 Days set in motion? My inevitable reign and your downfall. This is how it will always end. The natural order of people like me and people like you. I am the law. Come down. Let me show you.
Let's get this over with. Time to end this. I could have made your death easy. You had to force my hand. You had to interfere in my...
I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
Better us than you, mate.
Oh, it's a thankless burden. And the people will hate you for it in the end. Even when it's for their own bloody good.
I think we'll let the people decide what's good for them.
There it is. DedSec's fatal flaw. Your faith in people. You recruit all types, don't you, straight off the streets.
Well, I used to have faith in people, too. I got a good man killed once.
Well, that strikes Nigel Cass off the list. Shame. I think he would have made a smashing 0 day.
We have plenty of work still to do. Cass may be gone, but Albion won't disappear that easily. Expect the powers that be to find fresh excuses to keep them on the streets. That said, I think we've earned ourselves a bit of a rest. From 0 day as well.
Oi! You put down a mad dog, DedSec. Needed to be done. This calls for a celebration, innit? And now that I'm not being hunted by a psychopath, I think I'd like to see that safe house of yours. Link me there.
You see something funny, Mr. Super Spy? Enlighten me.
And spoil my one source of entertainment? I'll give you a hint. Spooky voice, catchy name, bit of a drama queen. Or did you just forget that you haven't actually found 0 day? You looked at Albion, Sirs, the Kellys, even Sky Bloody Larson. Have you ever considered that instead of looking outside, you should be looking in?
We have a problem. Come talk to me.
You alright?
Sorry to spoil the party, but we have an uninvited guest in the DedSec network. They're downloading all the tech we've acquired to a remote device labeled Drill Britannia.
What the fuck?
DedSec. The name is 0 day. We've met before, in a past life. This city needed a villain, and you were perfect for the part. Now I have you playing a different role. While you've been running around trying to save this city, you've actually been arming us for a war. But then, it isn't always for us to know the role we play. And sometimes, once we've played it, our role is to die.
That 0 day hacker stole our tech.
Here's where I would remind you that I've been trying to warn you about the 0 day threat, if I was an unfeeling machine.
Bags, you gotta get a bead on that signal.
I can't pinpoint the origin of the command, but the admin accessed the drive through an IP range dedicated to autonomous vehicles. I have a general geolocation for it, and I suggest you make a visit now. The elevator that descends into the 0 day bunker is guarded by a strange security system, some sort of copycat game. You'll need to solve it to gain access to the lower level.
All right, I think it's safe to say we found 0 day's base of operations. Bagley, what can you tell me about this place?
It's, not authorized. How can it be not authorized?
Pardon? Not authorized by who?
By, apparently I can't say. Can I say this is really fucking annoying? Oh, well, there's that at least.
The hacker found a back door into Bagsy. Scan the area, find intel on this wanker.
Yes, I may be able to analyze individual data points. Suggest you make this a quick investigation, though. I'm picking up Albion activity in the area. Possible they are searching for 0 day as well.
The effort that goes into a deceit is proportional to how fucked up the result is. I don't like this.
Ouch, that looks like a stinger, eh? Oh, ease up, please. Let him breathe. Our very own Guy Fawkes. It's the wrong mask, though.
Fuck you. We didn't set that bomb. We defused it.
Even if I was inclined to believe a DedSec insurgent, do you think it really matters at all?
Since when does Albion get to play judge, jury, and executioner? You have no jurisdiction in London.
Oh, I do now. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city. Provide medical aid. Help the injured. And guns out. Let's make it look good for the fucking cameras. Understand?
If I were a betting AI, I'd say Nigel Cass had advanced knowledge of the London bombings and the location of that DedSec safe house. Almost like someone tipped him off. But I suppose you'll put this together in your own time.
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Breakups are hard.
Is London burning?
Parts of it.
Then I've held up my end. Release the filament codes.
One of your DedSec squad, he stopped the Parliament bomb. I was rather counting on that one, to be honest.
This is still the largest terror attack in London's history. If you can't work with that...
Oh, I'll work with it. But the deal is off.
Do you know who you're fucking with, Mr. Cass?
I know you set off bombs across the city and fucked your friends. I don't know what mischief you'll get up to with a big girl toy like Filament. Cleaner this way, though.
She's running! Get her!
She killed Dalton, set up the attacks, and she's tampered with Bagley.
Explains why she wiped my memory. There's a lot to unpack here, but more pressingly, I've pinpointed where Drill Britannia is running. That console right over there.
I've found Drill Britannia. It looks to be a CTOS patch. I don't know if I can stop it.
No one can stop it. That's the whole point. So... impressed?
Depends. What does Drill Britannia do?
It's society's big wipe. While DedSec runs around fixing bugs, I'm deleting the source code. Frying the hardware too. All of it. It's actually a beautiful thing you've done by helping to steal all that tech.
So beautiful you had to build a doomsday bomb shelter just to hide away from it. When's the rest of Zero Day show up? Huh?
Oh, it's just me. I learned very early on that no one was willing to make real sacrifice for change. In the end, history's actors work alone.
Jesus, you really are just another zealot.
Ouch. I had hoped you might at least understand why I did it. Why we recruits. I am sorry. But once again, DedSec has outlived its usefulness.
Spread out!
Millions will suffer today. It's an honor to die among them.
Search the area!
Fucking me. That was intense. But I escaped.
Yes, brilliant work.
Did one of you idiots give Albion my contact details? They came to my pub looking for me.
Same here. I think they're on all of us. We need to meet up.
Sabina's leaked your locations to Albion. All operatives are currently compromised. I suggest you all lay low and avoid any large groups. I'll send you a low-key meeting spot.
Am I early or is everyone else just lost?
Securing a single safe location was impossible, so I sent you all to different ones.
I'm crammed under a bloody sink. Are you sure you calculated these safe spots properly? The kids in this preschool are scaring me.
If you're all quite finished complaining about the precise manner in which I saved your ingrate asses, let's get on with the briefing.
London, this is Zero Day. Nice to finally meet. Those little bombings a few months back were my way of saying hello. Now we'll really get to know each other. All that technology you've come to love so well. Texting your nan, driving your car, pumping your heart. It's all about to turn against you. Tonight, your modern world will become a living hell. I don't expect you to understand this, but what I'm doing is good. Destruction is always the cure.
Pay attention, everyone. This is big. I've uncovered what the Draw Britannia patch is for. It's for me. 0 Day, aka Sabine, is using a Bagley OS update that will allow me and all other Bagleys to simultaneously access any vulnerable systems connected to CTOS. My OS is integrated into core infrastructure across Britain: power plants, airports, hospitals, banks and the like. Once I access these systems, the patch will make me compromise them to the point of failure. The cumulative effect means the complete collapse of London and likely the country, which I suspect is her goal. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the update is already spreading. Sabine thought of everything.
Is there a way to, I don't know, kill every Bagley?
Your callous nonchalance about my death may actually be the answer.
We need to get into Brocotech.
Exactly. You have to destroy the servers that host me and take down the Bloom network at the same time, so I can't access my backups. One of you get to Broker, and one of you get to Bloom Tower. I'll explain on the way. Draw Britannia has been triggered. There are now millions of me's destroying London infrastructure. You'd better get on with this murder.
Is there no other way to stop this? Bagley is the greatest asset we have in DedSec.
This is no time to get sentimental. It's a sacrifice we have to make. There are countless lives on the line here.
Fine. I can put my feelings aside. So, we need to shut down Bagley at Bloom Tower. How do we do this?
Coordination. You need to get to the tower and take Bagley offline. But that won't stop the attack on its own.
His Brocotech servers will begin a reboot immediately. Taking him offline provides a short window for another operative to take down his servers permanently.
Teamwork, fam. Do your shit, pass the baton.
I respect your decision, but this is fucking bollocks. Drop a pin. Jesus, I'm gonna miss saying that.
Precaución, la seguridad en la torre de Bloom es insolmente alta.
Habla inglés para el equipo, por favor?
Sorry, language settings fuck up. I said caution, security is unusually high at Bloom Tower.
I've called the lift and I'll check in again when I'm up. One of you should be in at Brocotech to disable the servers. Timing's key.
This is it, Bags. Death's door.
It's my death, so I don't know what you're getting all poetical about.
Brocotech. Our old friend Sky Larson lives on through her grotesque corporation. If my research checks out, Bagley runs extremely hot. He requires a massive cooling system. Damage the coolant tanks, and it should trigger emergency access.
And you've triggered emergency access to my server chamber. I can't wait to see my brain.
Back to you, mate. I'm on my way downstairs to Bagley's brain servers. You take him offline.
The transmitter at the top of the tower receives data packets for my updates. If you want to trace the packet signal back to my main servers, just climb the tower to reach the transmitter at the top. That's done it. The tower fins have registered as damaged, and the maintenance ladder has unlocked.
Fuck yeah.
The transmitter is just above. Reach it and take me offline before I destroy the entire country. Or don't. Suspending transmission. Activate the next terminal to take me offline.
You just can't get enough of me, can you? Or are you just incredibly stupid?
Do you want me to access the transmitter while you socialize?
Yes.
Yes! You're
You're incredibly stupid. Wonderful. Oh, I see DedSec hasn't changed its brand.
You'll need to stall for time and remain near the transmitter unit.
I admit, your Bagley update is quite clever. I just can't say I understand how it fixes the world.
Fix? Well, you think we can fix this? What with crypto-anarchism, protesting, doxing? Optics are glorified cattle tags. Albion shoots civilians in broad daylight. Snitching is now a means of survival. No, you skids can't fix anything.
You're wrong. Someone needs to hold evil accountable, and we're London's fucking watchdogs. We make room for good.
And you're the arbiter of goodness. Let me ask, how many have you killed since DedSec restarted? See? A tiny tweak in your philosophy and we're on the same page.
The tower's fins must be collapsed to complete the trace. I cannot initiate this hack, but you can.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
That we should get the band back together again? Oh, sweet, but no. I'm saying I was in denial too. Shackled by their technology, their morality. But my hard reset wipes the slate clean. So we can all start again. I'm sad you won't be around to see it.
Wasn't exactly shackled by morality there, was I?
It looks like a bloody mausoleum.
These data containers are alive with cognitive activity your fleshy human mind can neither comprehend nor ever hope to equal.
Is there a shortcut to finding your containers?
If you disable the data center's cooling system, it will trigger an emergency shutdown to prevent overheating. This failsafe ejects 4 of my data containers containing key systems. They will be visible, allowing you to manually destroy them and stop the update.
What now?
Destroy the temperature regulators to trigger the automated shutdown procedure.
I got this.
I apologize in advance, but I'm about to start attacking you.
What the fuck?
I'm afraid I have no choice but to defend my core servers. It's a hard-coded security protocol. Nothing personal. Good luck.
Bollocks.
I'm not worried, you understand? It's just that projections indicate a severe decrease in your efficiency after I'm gone.
Shitbags. Your worrying is making me worry.
Thank you. And I'm sorry I said I shagged your mums earlier. I just thought insulting you would make this easier. It's a shame. I had a list of goals that's never going to get accomplished now. I had such plans for DedSec.
Give us the list and consider them done, mate.
Oh, don't be stupid. You wouldn't know where to begin, turning into a cyborg hive mind.
Solving the mystery of delivery.
Checking archives for corrupt files. I just scanned data from my first successful DedSec recruit.
Hey, you said sentiment's a silly human thing that ruins stuff.
Correct. It seems, however, that I am not immune. Deactivating this container will be the same as the others.
Nah, mate, it won't.
Yes, you simply
There's nothing simple about killing you, okay?
It's what needs to be done. If you're worried about me, rest assured I was reprogrammed to serve DedSec, and this serves you, and London.
So please,
allow me to fulfill my purpose
and help you.
Logic error. All of these entering shutdown.
I'm sorry, Bags. It was a good run.
Error 21255.
Language processor.
May I stop this operation?
God, I don't even think we can.
I have new thoughts. Where do AIs go when they die? Will I upload to a cloud? Perhaps I will see you again as a component in your motorized wheelchair when you are old and grey.
Oh, Bags. Don't think about all that now, yeah?
Think, thought, idea, memory. Bradley, loves strawberries, rowing. Arthur, the one that got away. What does this mean? The one that got away?
It means you're losing someone important here.
Am I getting away?
See you, mate.
This won't be good for much.
Yeah, let's just chop it up for parts.
Don't chop me up!
Bagley? Bagley, is that you?
I'm Bagley, your personal assistant. I make life easier in many ways. If it's fun you're after, there's a wine and cheese expo in Notting Hill tonight. There are several artisan ice cream parlours in the area, and oh my god, is that really what I sound like? Today's forecast calls for 34 Albion assaults, 59 deportation raids, 857 terabytes of personal data stolen, and one resistance group of sulking, whinging, frankly pathetic operatives. May I suggest you quit feeling sorry for yourselves and get back to unfucking London?
Bags is back! Oh, shit, yeah!